Okay, I just got another angry comment by another angry fanatic from the Church of Comprehensible Input. Going to read and respond. As a comment stated, you prove that incomprehensible input does not work and will never work. You cannot acquire nor learn what you cannot understand, no matter how many times you hear it. The issue is that you did not do it correctly and came here to complain without any sort of actual veridical research. The reason of why this has happened to you is solely due to the fact that you do not understand what comprehensible input means and have not even attempted to do it. Complete insanity. This is the level. Okay, let's go. Let's answer this wall of text. Let's go by parts. You prove that incomprehensible input does not work. This is the thing. They get to decide what's comprehensible input and what's not. If you're using any text or audio and it's working, it's comprehensible input. If you are using something else that includes reading, listening, or watching, but it's not getting results, then it's not comprehensible input. You're not doing it right. Real comprehensible input works. They're like communists. You just didn't do it right. If you do it right, it works. Okay. Yeah, incomprehensible input. You prove that incomprehensible input does not work and will never work. When is it comprehensible? If there's audio and text and a translation, is that not comprehensible? What makes it comprehensible? Oh, you need to know the words. Oh, you need to know the words before. So you need to memorize them. So memorization is more efficient than comprehensible input, because you can't do comprehensible input without it being comprehensible by memorizing vocab. Is that what you're saying? So I'm right and you're wrong? Oh, you cannot acquire nor learn what you cannot understand. No matter. So you cannot acquire nor learn what you cannot understand. Well, okay. You cannot acquire nor learn what you cannot understand. Think about that a little bit. Can you do it the other way around? How can you understand it if you haven't learned it already? Yeah? So you need to understand first and then you learn it by understanding it, or you learn it first and then you can understand it. How can you understand something you haven't learned? So what you're saying is, for comprehensible input to work as a learning method, you need to do it with things you have learned already. So then you're not learning anything because you have already learned those things. So basically what you're doing is reviewing. Yeah. The issue is that you did not do it correctly. Oh, sorry. Came here to complain without any. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out the facts. It doesn't work as a way to learn more vocab and grammar or anything. You need to learn the vocabulary first. Yeah. Otherwise, you will not understand anything. So it's incomprehensible. So it doesn't work as a learning method. But it's not a learning method if you have to learn it before you do. So in order for your method to work, if your learning method requires you to learn everything beforehand before you start using the method, is it really a learning method? That's my question. Yeah. Anyway, the reason of why this has happened to you is solely due to the fact that you do not understand what comprehensible input means. Please enlighten me. What's comprehensible input? Have not even attempted to. Oh, really? Have you read Krashen's books or listened to his endless videos in which he mostly tells stories about him just reading books and chatting to people? These people, you do not understand what comprehensible input means. Please explain in the comments what comprehensible input means. From what you've said here, you cannot acquire nor learn what you cannot understand. So to be able, for comprehensible input to be a valid learning method, you need to already understand. So you need to already know what you are reading or listening to, which means you don't need to learn it, which means comprehensible input is a reviewing method, not a learning method. Yeah. Okay, maybe if you, and someone will say, okay, if you know 9 words or 8 words out of 10, then you learn the last one in context by input. And that's true, yeah. However, how do you learn the previous 9 or 10 words, 9 or 8 words out of 10? Not with comprehensible input. Yeah, so that's summarizing it. That's why I say it's a waste of time as a method. It's good for reviewing, but it's not a good way to learn a lot of vocabulary fast. You cannot learn to understand a language, and definitely you cannot learn to speak it well, simply by reading and listening to the language, because it's going to be A, super slow, B, you already need to know a big part of the vocabulary to be able to understand. So it's not going to work unless you already have memorized lots of words. Yeah, do with this information what you will. I warned you, you're wasting your time. And these lunatics, these fanatics who are obsessed with their method and the idols and all this, yeah, just keep wasting your time. I don't care. I will keep making fun of you in my videos.